friends, I am so excited you guys are here today because this week for our vlogs, I thought it would be fun in our daily videos to focus on the topic of just parenthood, right? Motherhood, parenting, how we do it all. So I've got some really fun stuff to share with you guys this week. I thought it would be fun to kind of start this topic off this week with a motherhood, parenting specific would you rather. I think these little things are fun. So come sit down and let's do this. Ready? Home, and I'm so glad you guys are here. Now, I shared yesterday a little bit about our co-op, the HMH co-op. We're getting ready to start new classes. They start March 7th, so you guys can go watch that video up here. We've got some really great classes for our kids, literally from like pre-K through seniors in high school. So really cool stuff over there. You guys be sure to go check that out. But we have vlogs that come out every single day in case you didn't know. So excited working on these different things, and I thought this week it would be fun to kind of focus on just like parenting, motherhood, type stuff, doing all these different videos, trying to think of the best way to structure it. And I think there's some really fun topics to explore here this week that I'm really excited to do. But I thought it would be kind of fun to start it off. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like, remember on MySpace, I'm telling you how old I am, on MySpace when it used to be really fun, people would post like the different like quizzes and questions. I don't know, I always found those interesting. And so now I know there's a lot of like this or that or would you rathers. And so I thought it would be kind of fun to do like a motherhood would you rather. I think that's such a fun way to get to know one another. You guys can know a little bit about me, and then definitely leave your responses down in the comments so then I get to learn a little bit about you guys. We love here having this heavenly minded home space, growing a community here. I love being able to chat with you guys in the comments. We even have our collective, which we're getting ready to do a really exciting thing next month. So be sure when you subscribe, you tap the little bell notification. You'll get all those details. They'll be coming out later this week, but we've got a great community over there. I love the friendships and connections we get to make on here. You guys are amazing. So just thank you for being here. But let's go ahead and get started and do a fun motherhood would you rather. Okay. Would you rather sleep in late or take an afternoon nap? I say for me, I am totally a take an afternoon nap. I actually used to be really diligent about taking a nap in the afternoon, and it was kind of amazing. I would like specifically at a set time nap for 1 hour. Come in here and lay down, and I tell the kids like in 1 hour, come get me up so I don't sleep all day. I stopped doing it. I don't know why. I think we just got busy and it kind of just didn't work out. I miss that though. I miss afternoon naps. And as women, we do require more sleep than men. Our hormones need it so they can balance and do the things they need to. So maybe I should reinstitute an afternoon nap. All right. Would you rather have barbecue for dinner or have pizza for dinner? My household eats pizza like you would not believe. Like, I honestly think I could put my kids in a pizza eating competition or something and they would win. They really like pizza. I would say barbecue, but also I do note, born and raised in Southern California, if we say barbecue, it means you're going to put something on the grill. So barbecue could be hamburgers and hot dogs, it could be steak, it could be chicken, it could be whatever. It was just using a grill, which we call the barbecue. I now, for the past like 15 years, live in North Carolina, and out here, if you say barbecue, it is very specific what barbecue is. That's actual, roasted pork in sauce, and it depends on what part of Carolina you're from, what kind of sauce it is. But I would say even still, over having to eat pizza yet again, I would say barbecue. Whether it's cooking something on the grill or it's having like barbecue, I'd say that. Would you rather watch a movie or read a book? I consistently think that I'm going to be a person who spends time reading books. I'm not. I try and it just, I don't know. I can't sit still or something. So I would probably say watch a movie. There's very few movies that we even find. Most of them are just hot garbage. So there's not many movies that are even really good, but I would say I'd probably be watch a movie over read a book. Would you rather spend the day playing video games or playing board games? Me, board games 100%. My kids have a few video games that they play, and I love that like they enjoy it. And there are some funny games that like I'll sit there and watch them play, but me myself, unless it's like Donkey Kong Super Nintendo style, it's not my thing. My kids try to get me to try sometimes and play things, and there's so many buttons now that you have to click. I don't know, it's too much. I need like an arrow to click, and that's all I can do. So I'm probably gonna be a board game. Would you rather go to a concert or go to a museum? Probably concert. Our family loves going to concerts. We've taken our kids to see Modest Yahoo a couple times. If we could we actually talked about this with them because we were like, oh my gosh, like we'll just follow you on tour and like homeschool the kids in like the back. And he was like, yeah, we could totally set up like tables back here and just like homeschool along through the concert tour. We would totally do that. Not that I don't love a good museum. Museums can be great, but if I have to pick, you're gonna find us at concerts like all the time. We would love to do that. Would you rather drink only coffee or drink only tea? If I had to pick one, I would definitely go tea. I do like having coffee. I make sure now I don't drink it first thing in the morning. I make sure I eat something high in protein first. Again, just trying to regulate hormones and get my life together. But if I had to pick only one, I would totally go tea. Would you rather spend the day skiing or spend the day on the beach? Beach, absolutely. Not a ski person. I do like snow and all of that, but I've noticed as I get older, I like snow when I'm inside. So like sit at a ski lodge and drink a hot cup of tea all day. Sure, I could do that. But if I had to pick one, yeah, I'm gonna go to the beach. Would you rather learn how to fly a plane or learn how to sail a boat? So I do love like driving a regular boat. Sailing freaks me out. I don't really know why. I feel like not having a motor, not like being in control, having to like depend, I don't know. Sailing freaks me out. So I feel like I would more want to fly a plane over sailing a boat because that kind of gives me the EBGBs. Would you rather plant a garden full of vegetables or have a perfectly green lawn? Garden, absolutely. I could care less about having a perfectly green lawn. We have 8 acres here, our home in Western North Carolina, and it's one of those like, I don't really know what we would do or how we would do it, but I've always said like, oh my gosh, we have all this land, and I feel like it just like goes to waste, like we don't do anything with it, unless we could find a way to farm wild onions and poison ivy. I don't think we'd really be able to do much of anything, but definitely would have a full garden versus a perfectly green lawn. All right, would you rather have a spa day or have a sports day? We're not big sports people, although we do love racing, so technically still a sport. I would pick being at the racetrack all day over a spa day 1,000%. Off-road, flat track, anything like that. So definitely, I guess, would pick a race day over a spa day. Spa day would be nice. Never really done that, but yeah, probably that. My husband also really likes baseball, so if my option were to like go to a Dodger game versus a spa, we'd pick the Dodger game. Would you rather listen to a podcast or listen to an audiobook? I listen to my Bible audio most of the time, so audiobook probably. I do like some podcasts, so I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a toss-up. That kind of depends on what the topic is, but I do listen to my Bible the most, so which do I do the most would be audiobook. Would you rather have a homemade dinner or go to a restaurant for dinner? Restaurant for dinner, 1,000%. That is like our family's love language. Absolutely my pick. Would you rather spend the day going for a hike or spend the day exploring a busy city? You guys know this because we post our hikes all the time, like this one right up here, but definitely hike, 1,000%, not a big city person. Used to be, did that for a while. No thanks, I'll pass. Would you rather live in a world where it was always winter or live where it was always summer? Ugh. So I come from the desert of Southern California, think like Joshua Tree, that's where we're from. And moving out here, we moved to like the Charlotte area of North Carolina like 15 years ago. Having seasons, all 4 of them, is my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Like every change of the season just makes me the happiest person ever. If I had to only pick one, I guess I would probably say summer. We like to hike a lot, we like to be out, and I feel like summer would probably be better for that. But that one kind of makes me sad because I love having change of seasons. It's literally my favorite thing. All right, would you rather eat a giant donut or eat a giant cake or eat a giant pie? Oh my gosh, there's 3 to pick from. I think now I'd probably go pie, either like key lime or cheesecake. There is this amazing restaurant in Tennessee that my mom got me hooked on. It's called Cootie Brown's. It is the best ever. Their taco salad is to die for. And their key lime pie, oh my word, I have been craving it for so long. We've got to go up to Tennessee one day. So I guess I'd be pie. Would you rather stay in a hotel or go camping in a tent? I feel like I want to say camping in a tent, but even when we've camped on our property in a tent, I realize that I am getting older. My back hurts, my neck hurts, all of the different things, and bugs eat me alive. You guys, mosquitoes, you have no idea. It doesn't matter what I use. They're awful. They eat me alive. Nobody else around me can get touched, and I will be like just a giant welt. So I'd probably be hotel now. Like, I want to think I'm a tent person because I grew up that way. I tell this to my husband all the time and he's like, hun, it's not gonna work. So I would be a hotel. Would you rather ride a bike to work or drive a car or ride the bus? I've always been drive a car person. I think it's because my husband and I started dating when I was only 14 and he was 17. So he always had a car. So even in like high school and stuff, I never had to walk anywhere or like use anything else because he was just my chauffeur and took me everywhere I needed to go. Like friends would walk and like ride bikes and do stuff or take the bus. And I was like, yeah, I'll just call Brandon and he'll take me wherever I need to go. So definitely car person. Okay, last one. Would you rather live in an old castle or live in a modern apartment? Not that castle is necessarily what I think of, but old home, old something would be exactly where I would go. Like I love following like cheap old houses and I just see the old homes and I just want to love on them and put them back together and make them so beautiful. And that's absolutely where I would be. Although the side of me that would have to actually clean it and take care of it goes tiny modern apartment because then I feel like it would be so much easier to clean, but I'm an old house person. So those were my would you rathers for the day, but you guys will definitely have to let me know, what would you pick on these? Which end do you think you would fall on? I think it's so fun to see these. It's such a fun way to just see kind of where people fall on different things. And I always, when I see them on like Instagram stories and stuff like that, I always think the would you rathers are fun. So anyways, those are my mom edition would you rathers. But of course, you guys come hang out with us this week because we're going to get into more of the important stuff as the week goes on. The kids and I have some fun things planned this week throughout just co-op and the stuff that we're working on, and I'm excited to get to share that with you all. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss them. And here's a video that I think you're absolutely going to love. So pop over there, go watch that, and I'll see you guys right back here tomorrow. Bye, friends.